Hello and welcome to this Empower tutorial. In this video, we are going to have a look at content blocks in Word. The overall handling, how to upload them, how to update them later on when there's a change to the content block, and how to even check if you have a content block in your document, where it starts, where it ends, and what to do about certain info messages that can appear during handling of those content blocks. We're using the version 9.5 here. Important to know here is that this is a functionality for admin users. If you don't have in at least one folder in the library any rights to edit content or to save content in there, you will not be able to update or upload any content blocks. You will only able to use them. As you can see here already, I have the styles open and we can see that this is a document with a title, different headers, and normal text. Just to show you from the beginning that when we use content blocks and when we save them in the Empower library, it will also save those styles because we're using a rich text content control here, and that can also save which kind of style was used for the document. That is very powerful because depending on the style of the document that you are using the content block in, this content block can look very different. And that's one thing that we are going to have a look here. First of all, we will save this content block to the library. So we select the whole text and we are clicking on the library split button and save, and decide that we don't want to save the whole document as a template, but the single selected text as a content block. Depending on your permissions in the Empower library, you can save this content block in different folders. For example, we are going to save this in this demo folder here, and as you can see, the save button is active because I have the rights to save this content block in this folder. If you only have reading rights to this folder, this save button will be deactivated and therefore gray. So let's give this content block a name and save it into the Empower library. You will see that there's a dialog popping up here that the element is being uploaded, and now it's already finished and saved into the library. You will find it directly over this demo folder, our example content block, or B also in the quick access pane under content blocks, and then of course in the same location. And then you can use it in any document that you want. If I would insert it here, it would look exactly the same because the styles in this document are the same styles of the uploaded content block. But if I use it, for example, over here in this other document which has a different design, what you will see is when I insert it here, it has a completely different design. And that's exactly because of the styles that are used in this document. Let's have a look at what they have here. And as you can see, the normal text is very different. It's a different font, different style as in the previous document. And the same goes for title, headers, quotes. Everything that is used in this document looks different and has a different style, and the content block will adhere to the style while inserting it from the Empower library. So that works as designed and has to do with the styles, and the user should not be confused that it looks different from the one that is being uploaded, and of course from the preview that you see in the Empower library, which is the preview of the style that it was uploaded in. So if we want to change this content block later on, we can of course make changes to the text directly here, but in a normal scenario you would have an empty document. You would insert the text block and then you would go ahead and change the content block. So let's do that here. We empty the document, and then we insert the content block in this empty document, and then we see the whole content block as we uploaded it. And then we can go ahead now and change the text here and change it to to be updated. So we have changed the text here a little bit, and we will now upload the updated text block into the library again. Same procedure as before. You click on the split button, you click on save. Of course, the content block, not a template. And we save it under the same name as the previous content block because we want to update it. As soon as I click save, it will also ask me about that and give me the info that if I click yes now, it will overwrite the element. That's exactly what we want. So we do that, and then we get to the first info message that I wanted to talk about. The first info message is basically saying that this content block already exists in this document, and it creates a problem while updating it. So how do we even check whether we have a content block in this document? Because from the look and feel, even if you show uh, this kind of paragraph marks, you will not see that you have an empower content block in here, or that you have any kind of rich text content control in here. The easiest way to do that is via the design mode. I have that here already in the quick access pane, but if you don't have that, you can find it under developer and then here design mode. And if you don't have the developer view, you can just go and customize the ribbon and then just switch on this developer tab. And then you will see a new ribbon in here and you can use the design mode. If I click on the design mode, you see there's a Mio text block here. So this is our rich text content control. And if I remove this content control, it will have no problem in updating the text block. The same goes for if you have multiple text in a document and then you want to compose a new content block out of parts of an old content block and parts of new text, then you can also often get to this error message. And if you have that, you know now how to find the text block, remove it from the document, and then basically create a new one or overwrite an existing one. But be careful, once you remove it from this document, it will also not get automatic updates anymore. In this case, that's fine because we know we want to override it, but it's important to note that this update functionality will get lost as soon as you get rid of the rich text content control. So now we still have the design mode on, and it's an easy mistake to forget that on. And as if you go ahead and save that now and you want to override the text block, you will see that we get a different kind of message, that this content block cannot be saved while we are in design mode. This is relatively easy to understand. We have to switch it off. So we go ahead, switch off the design mode, and then we can safely update this content block with the new text and override the example content block here. And then again, we will have this upload message and the content block is being changed. So now you have seen how you can upload a content block, how you can update it later on, how you can find out where in your document you have a rich text content control and especially an empower content block. And you have also found out that depending on the design of the document, on the styles that exists in your template, the same content block with the same kind of text can look very different because it adheres to the style of the new document. Thank you for watching this video and see you soon. Bye bye.